Go? Okay. What other local resources around our area do you think promote nature?
Well, we have the wonderful Living Desert, which is down in the Palm Springs area, and they promote a lot of everything from the larger animals that aren't necessarily indigenous to the area, but they do teach a lot about animals and ecosystem. And we have the San Jacinto Mountains and the ranger stations down there that do programs every now and then. But we do have a lot right in this area. We have Gilman Ranch, which is right down the hill. Yes, they do some wonderful programs for kids. So Herky Creek. So there are a lot of county parks and facilities within the area that do a lot of camps and kid-friendly programs, which are fantastic.
Perfect.
Awesome. Great.
Okay. In your opinion, why is it important to incorporate nature into the classroom?
Well, because they're our future. And I think kids absorb so much at that age. Preschool through 5th grade seems to be a very influential time for kids. So having things like the microscopes and the drawings and the etchings and things they can start to learn at such an early age, I think is going to really help all of us in the future with the environment. So, and caring about it, that's for sure.
Of course. How do you incorporate nature into this center?
Oh my gosh, well if you look around,
yes.
That's pretty much everything we have. It's really neat because we have everything here from rocks, gemstones, and minerals, all the way up to taxidermy, as you can see throughout the entire center. And this gives kids a really great visual, but we also have a lot of hands-on stuff to do as well. So, for example, we have a lot of skins of different types of animals, there's a lot of feeling and touching, and we have a lot of microscope things that they can check out. So I think it's a great way with all of the feeling and touching. That's something that we really strive for is interaction. It's very important. And there's one live one right here. Sorry.
What suggestions would you have on how to start a nature area inside a classroom?
That's a good question. I would probably start by talking to the parents of a lot of the kids that are attending that particular class. I think it's important to get feedback from the adults on what the kids are interested in and then start incorporating very simple things and moving up to maybe more complicated things. We have puzzles they can put together that are very nature related, like ecosystem, building from the bottom up with the puzzles and then growing all the way up to the microscopes. So I think starting off simple and moving from there and getting a lot of suggestions from the kids too.
See what they're interested in.
See what their interests are, absolutely.
And then what challenges do you face when competing with like technology and how kids are all into iPods and iPads every day? And getting them to appeal to nature.
Right, that's a very good question. It's very important to get them out on the trails.
Right.
We could sit them down and say, okay everybody, let's get on our iPads and go to this website, but that clearly isn't giving them the fresh air, we find the experience, and we find the kids actually really seem to prefer that. Once they get out on those trails and they start learning about the pine cones and learning about the ecosystem and learning about how all the animals interconnect with what's out there, they seem to be a lot more interested in doing that when they're in this type of environment. We get them off their computers as fast as we can.
Yes, I would hope so. I think those are all of the questions that I had for you.
Great.
Good, we're good.
Okay, thank you.